Okay, so this is the web server VPC just now, which I created just now. Okay, so let's go and create the DB server. Okay, and you make sure you remember we use the PEM file here. Okay, earlier we using the .vpk, but we can use the PEM as well. So I'm going for the DB server now. Okay.
Okay.
Now, DB server VPC. Okay, this is the one. I'm using the okay. Here, existing keypad, right? I'm going to use the existing keypad, the custom which I used it. Okay, in the
Yeah.
for the web. And here the networking part, I'm going to use the same again, the same which we had for this one. And since it's the DB server, so anyway it has to be the private one. So it's
Okay.
already selected. It's already there. So it's disabled now. And let's select existing group. So I'm going to use the web, SG web. Everything is done, sorted. Let's go and launch it. This is the one now. Okay, I'll cut it off. So let me refresh this. Okay, in the pending update. Let's wait for some time.
Okay.
Okay, now it's running this. Now, if we check the web server, we have the public IP. You can see the public IP is there. Now, if we go for the DB server VPC, we don't have the public IP. Okay, now the question is like, how are we going to connect to this DB server? Okay, so if you see here, okay, let me run the web server first. Web server VPC, I'm trying to connect it. Okay, I'm not using putty anything. I'm just that I'm connecting, though it is not recommended for security purpose. But anyways, we are learning the networking part. That is the reason I'm just doing the. I'm not using the putty and all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Date. This is my web server. Okay. So just I gave the name. So just for you, like, even you can give like this as well. Su. Okay. This is the one. I'm coming the root user now. Host name. Uh, web server. Okay. Sudo. So you can see here. This is my web server. Okay.
Okay.
You can see. Okay. The web server. Okay. Now it's clear.
Got
Now,
it.
okay, that's my web server. Okay, now it's running. So just saying that be running. So it will not break that. That's the reason I gave ping labels. Okay, so it will transmit it. Okay, now let's go to the DB web server. So it doesn't have this thing. Okay, if I try, when I try to connect it to this thing, one second. Okay, so, VPC, I'm trying to connect it to it. So now if you try to connect it, you can see that this is disabled. But if I go to the SSH client, something is there. Okay, which they're saying like, okay, you can do that, but locate your private key file and then you use the custom PAM and then you do this thing and you can connect through the private IP. You will see here, this
Okay.
is this I will see here. One second, I'll show you what DB server. What is the private IP? 10.0.131.189. Okay, you will see here
Yes.
10.0.131.189. So that is a private IP. Okay, now we'll go to that my web server. Okay, let me stop this first. Clear the screen. This is the one. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll try to connect to the DB server through this one. Okay. Let's see if I'm able to do that or not. Okay. Okay. So I'll try to create the new file. Okay. One second. I'll show you the this thing. This for the this one. If you see here, what is it? The custom PEM. So I want the custom PEM because I want this is we're gonna learn in the Linux when how to change the module and all the stuff. We are gonna learn in Linux. That is very important concept. So here, what we are doing is change modification of that file, giving the 400 permission. Okay, I'll discuss this thing just for the timing. Just remember this: we are changing the modification of this file, custom.pem. So I'm gonna create this custom.pem. Okay, where is that? Oh, here custom.pem I go went on the file, insert. When I press move the insert mode, I'll go here with this one. This is the one, right? You remember the file which I used it.
Yes.
Okay. So I will here open with Notepad. Okay, let me drag it. This is all my key pair and everything there. So I'm just trying to copy this thing. Make sure there's no extra space and all, or else it will be rejected. Okay. So
Okay.
I have to be very careful here, because if it goes something wrong, then I right click, then paste. So, okay, everything is pasted here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope everything's fine now. I just double colon WQ exclamation mark exit. WQ is like save and quit. Okay, and I edit that. Okay. Now if I do that, cat
Okay.
custom dot pem. If I do that, you can see the all my the key is over here. Okay. Now what I'll do is,
Okay.
okay. What I have to, okay, one second. ls hyphen l LRT. You can see here. Where is that? Oh, I put in the wrong. It's okay now. So you see the PWD. My present work. I'm in the root entire structure. Here, not in the root. Sorry, no root is there. I'm not inside the root. Okay, so the custom. Okay, let me. This is the stuff custom PEM. Now what I have to do is I have to change this thing. Change model. Okay, let's go here and paste it. Okay, and enter. I pasted. But now I'll use this thing. Go here. Something's done. Let's see if it's able to connect. I said yes. You can see here, I'm connected to the 10.0.131.139. You getting? Now
Yeah, I got
whatever
it.
I want. Okay, so I'm inside the DB server. You getting? I was in
Okay.
the web server and now I'm into the DB server through this one. So now you can do that stuff. You understood, right? What I did? You
Yeah, I got it.
yeah. So this is how we have to use it. Let me go and exit everything. Or it'll be charging. Just let me this thing. This thing is covered. Let me 1 second now. Let me cover delete this everything. Or forget this. Yo, what happened? Disabled. Yo, it's going to shut it down. Okay, done. Fine. Okay, your everything is done here. Only issue is this thing now. Not issue. The only concept is now left is peering connection. It's very important because interview questions they're gonna ask like, what is the peering connection? How you gonna achieve it? Have you ever used it? Do you know peering connection? So if you talk about peering connection, just come here. I'll show you 1 second. So peering itself, if you see the diagram, uh, when we have to see, there might be a scenario where we have to join the two VPCs. Okay, in that okay, there might be scenario like, because you have to connect to the different enterprise of the application, because there might be some case now like we have to join the hands with the different organization for some research and development and R&D and all. So there might be, or might be some cases like your application is running, is having for the disaster recovery, it's having a different availability zones where you have, they have this application in the different VPC. हेलो हाँ आ रहा हूँ थोड़ी देर में आ रहा हूँ ठीक है आ रहा हूँ थोड़ी देर में आ रहा हूँ okay so this is the VPC part what I was saying I forgot what I was saying हाँ so this is so imagine this you have an application which is running in the different availability zone and they are using their own VPC okay and you have your own this thing for the disaster recovery plan or DR part like you have your own application different application which is running in a different VPC so how you are going to combine those applications. You understood? See,
Yeah.
imagine we have an Amazon AWS here, but if you come back here, we have set of services, EC2, IAM, Lambda, and all those things. So there might be a scenario where for like in a company like Infosys or TCS, they might have their own different application which might be running in the same container, but it will be at the different availability zone. So how are we will connect it? So this is one scenario. This is very interview question, important interview question. What is VPC peering? So how we are going to achieve it? So we can say like when we can do in the same location as well, in the cross region as well, we can do that. Okay, so VPC1, VPC2, we are combining these two so that through the VPC peering. Okay, through the VPC peering
This
we
is
are,
basically a portal for communication.
yes, absolutely. So we are, so whatever the things you're actually sending over here, you can communicate. You can communicate from one instance to different instance. We can do that. Okay. Nothing
Yeah.
much to here. Just I'll cover this thing. I'll show you how we are doing it. That's all for the today's one. Okay. Uh, done. Just sorry, today bit,
Yeah,
bit,
no
bit,
problem. No, it's good. Alhamdulillah,
okay,
it's good for
okay,
me.
okay. So
Yeah,
create
but I'm
peering.
so sorry for you because
No problem. No problem.
आपका time.
It's fine, fine. So it's the creating peering connection. Okay, so it's peering connection. Okay, so we'll go to peering connection. Sorry, create peering connection. So if you're here, you will see here, you can give the name and all. Okay, this is name optional. You can give any name. Okay, let's do that. VPC peer 01 001. Okay, 01 okay, whatever. Okay, now this is the one. Okay, so if you remember, I'll show you one second. Duplicate. We had two VPCs. Uh, okay, I created only one VPC, but there might be one. There is one more VPC over there, which is the default one. That is the default
VPC
one.
and
The
VPC more.
yeah, the default one. You can see here, default VPC. It's coming here. It's been provided by the Amazon only. So I'm going to use the
Okay.
same one for the example. Okay. So
Okay.
so in the diagram, if you see, this is the VPC and VPCB. They are trying to send the request over here. So it's nothing but like select a local VPC pair to the pair with the ID requester. Okay. So I can use,
Okay.
anyway, we have the two. So the requester is mine, the one you are requesting. I'm using the default one. Imagine the case, I'm using the default one, you are using the your one, your VPC, that VPC. Okay. This,
Okay.
okay. And another account, I'm using, okay, use the same account only, same my account, and the acceptor, the default one. Okay. Is, you remember, you
Okay.
getting the case now. That is your VPC. You're trying to send the request to my VPC, and this is my VPC, the default one.
The
So you,
receiver.
yes, absolutely.
Receiver.
Absolutely. The acceptor, the receiver. Okay. This is the one I'm
Okay.
create VP pairing connection. Okay. Now,
Okay, I got
if
it now. Understood now. I
okay,
understood now.
yeah. So this is the one. If I'll go to this one and if we'll go here, if I'll go inside this one,
So the sender will be the customized VPC, that is R. The receiver
yes,
will be the default.
yes,
So that is how
absolutely,
the peer connections will happen.
yes. So if we'll go here, accepted VPC, this is the one. So here it will come, and you have to this thing. So this is how you actually create the VPC part. So here you have to this thing. So virtual connection and all those things will be there. Okay. So the your VPC subnet routing table, internet gateway. So if you see here, we have gone one by one. The internet gateway. Internet gateway I have not created. If you want, you can create it on your own. Okay. Internet gateway here in this way. But we are using the this thing when I your VPC, I'll create VPC, the VPC and more. So through that only, I shown it to you, like how the flow was creating. Whenever we're creating the VPC, it was showing like how it was coming, like creating the internet gateway,
Exactly.
gateway.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Correct.
this is how it was
Yeah.
creating. Okay. So here it is done. This thing is not required. Elastic IP already created. I shown it to you how we actually associate that Elastic IP to the to our instance. Okay, that is on.
Yes.
And, okay, and the NAT gateway is very important for in the networking concept. It's very important. These two are very important. The peering connection, they're gonna say like, I'll tell you the introduction of the peering connection. They're gonna say like this is very important, and I have faced this question like too many times. So that peering connection, does it happen only in the same account, or it can happen in the different account as well? So you have to say like it can happen in the cross region. Okay, and NAT gateway concept is very important. because this is one of the like unique concepts because and this thing not this one. Here. So in the private subnet we don't have the internet. Okay, so how we so one can ask like how we are going to connect to the DB server. So we use the NAT gateway, we put it into the public subnet, and then we attach it to the private subnet. So that's how my private DB subnet DB server we can access. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for the today's one, and okay, let me record. Let me stop the recording.